Hello and welcome to another Driven Catalyst live stream. Today is Web Design Day, and I have cobbled together a new website for us. I've talked through this a little bit, but I've redone our branding, and we have a new website that is not yet live that I have designed. And I thought today what we could do is I'm going to look up, you know how the internet is. There's so many opinions out there. I'm going to look up like top 20 things your website needs. And we're going to work through my website and make sure, or not make sure necessarily that we have all of those things, but justify why not, if not, right? So let's do that. Let's see. So we've got WASP Barcode Technologies. It says 25 things every small business website needs. Let's look at it. I'm not seeing it. I clicked on an article and now I cannot find the article. So maybe we don't take advice from this website since... Okay, travelbeforesettle.com. 20 basic features every successful website must have. Ultimate website checklist. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. 20 basic features every successful website must have, in all caps. Overwhelmed with your website launch or looking to take your website to the next level? Whether you want a basic website or a complex one, some elements can't ever be forgotten. Others are strongly recommended in order to maximize your results and grow your business, in caps. Or in bold. So, ellipses. What really makes a good website? Many things, ellipses. I think we need some more ellipses on our website. Okay. We have created a website checklist that includes functionality, features, and aesthetics, from website navigation and web design basics all the way up to content creation, marketing, and branding. Boom. My favorite words. Let's go. Don't worry. Oh, I'm already worried. We break down the parts of a website into manageable steps so you avoid the mistakes we made and build a solid website as fast as possible. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Number one is quality web hosting. We had to start this website checklist with its basic features. Your website needs a place to live. That place is an online server, and hosting companies provide spaces. All right, we're gonna take this off-road a little bit. Let me mute myself a little. All right, we're off-roading. I wanted to hold the microphone. I feel like I'm being kind of sassy, and I feel like the way to justify doing so is if we off-road with a mic. Okay, quality web hosting. Frankly, that is a bit out of my wheelhouse. I'm just going to go ahead and say we're using Squarespace, and I feel pretty good about that. So I'm going to go check on number one. Boom. Number two, logo. Once again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I did the logo, so I feel pretty good about it. But let's hear what they say. What makes a good logo? The logo is the face of your brand and the leader of your website aesthetics. It must be positioned in prime locations on your website. Hey, that's something to consider. I do think ours is. You can create a logo for free in a logo generator like Free Logo Design, or design it yourself in tools like Canva. Boom. If your budget allows, you can also hire a designer, freelancer, or marketplaces like in marketplaces like Upwork or Fiverr, or never mind, I don't know what I was going to say. For our logo, we have proudly hired a student of ours from the Portuguese online course of how to start working online, and this is the final result. It's really cute. I like it. This is me speaking now. Their Travel Before Settle logo is cute. It's cursive. But yeah, so actually, like, let me take a little look at the website and make sure that we have our logo featured prominently. Something that is tricky about our logo is that it is a word mark. And so when it comes to designing your website, you want to make sure that you don't overdo it with a word mark, right? So we have a word mark, and then I worked on doing like a little bug logo, like an actual logo. I always call them corner bugs because of media. My background primarily being in like video production stuff. But like just like a type, like a logo, symbol logo. Another thing I feel like that we could add to this that our website incorporates now, but it only incorporates it now because I turned the site over for like the first series of reviews to my boss. We have little icons. We have on our toolbar, we have our title header bar, we have little icons. So beside home, it has a little home logo symbol. By Hack Arcade, it has a little joystick logo. By Eagle 9 Locked, it has a little headphones. Reflow, we have like a little message bubble. And then for Almost Funny Enough, this one's my favorite. It's a little upside down smiley face. So cute. So I feel like that works. That fits to that too. So you want to make sure your logo is prominent as per the, let's shout the article out again since I'm quite literally reading it on air. Travel Before Settle article. They say you want to have a good logo. But I think we could also say like show don't tell is like something that you always hear in video production. Like don't just like write it into your script, do it, like show it. Similarly, I would say that some ice water ASMR. Similarly, I would say use symbols when you can. That I feel like always has a way of simplifying your graphical elements, and you have more room to play with spacing. So awesome. We did quality web hosting and logo. I'm already feeling good. Number 3 is website icon. So what they're referring to here is what I think the web host we call, or on Squarespace they call it the favicon. And it's just like up in the corner on the tab when you have a window open. The little circle that you see that shows like I don't know, if you're on Webkins, it's the little W. Or it used to be, I don't know. It's been a minute for me for Webkins. But yeah, so one of those. And we do have a favicon. That is when I was talking about wanting to have like the corner bug style logo. We have the word mark that's on the top header. And then we have our little favicon logo. And then one thing that after like the first review pass that my boss did of the website, he wanted to make sure that we had like a home button as well, which I think is like an interesting thing to talk about and mention, because for me, I was just like, well, yeah, everyone knows on a website, you click the logo and it takes you to the home page. But intergenerationally, it is, I think, wise, and it's no skin off anyone's teeth to incorporate like an actual home button too. Of course, still clicking our logo takes you to our homepage, but we have a home button too. So I would say that's another thing that kind of fits this. Number 4, key information, fast and easy to find. So this includes information of who you are, what your business is about, and how you can help. That is the information that we want to be easily accessible, according to Travel Before Settle. Let's come here and see. So I do have on our website, we have like a big web block that has We're Driven Catalyst, an independent game, podcast, and content development company. Have you ever wanted to play your nostalgic arcade favorites with reimagined variability? Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? It's because I wrote it. No, it's like really clunky. I think I should rework that. Send and receive video messages with augmented reality technology. Listen to an award-winning audio thriller about the growing influence of artificial intelligence, or enjoy a hearty chuckle at something that's almost funny. Then you're in luck. If not, please send a link to any dads you might know. They'll like us. Because like the whole idea for the rebrand is that it's like in the same way that there's the whole hair brand that's called Not Your Mom's. This is your dad's favorite media company, right? Like that's the vibe. And that is like in my mind building off of the like tongue-in-cheek trendification of like everyone's super into the chunky dad shoes and the mom jeans, and we're also into like this retro future aesthetic. And I think that, and also sort of the cynicism, like sort of silly humor, cynical humor, fits. It's like a through line across all our media properties, because they're all very different. But the through line is kind of like somebody's dad made it, you know? So that is like something that I wanted to make cool and trendy, and I wanted our branding to reflect that. So that's kind of what this website rebrand is. And that segues perfectly into their number 5 on travelbeforesettle.com is 5 cohesive branding. Consistency in your business identity is essential, not only for brand recognition, but also for the effectiveness of your message. Cohesive branding is relevant in superficial things like colors or type fonts in your website aesthetics, but also deeper meanings like the message you deliver and the emotions you evoke. So, quite literally, yes, we have a new color scheme, and I think it's cool. It expands across all media properties. Everything kind of fits into it. As you travel across the tabs, you have the homepage, the Hack Arcade, Eagle 9 Locked, Reflow, Almost Funny Enough. Obviously, they each have kind of different aesthetics to them because they're all different things, but in their presentation and the presentation of them on the website, I think everything looks really cohesive. Even the fonts too, I would say, coexist well. Our new font is an Adobe font called Cheddar, I think, and it's got sort of this like blockier, tilted. It's like quirky. It's quirky. It's really fun. I think everything on the website is kind of quirky, fun, and vibrant. In that way that I was just talking about, like this sort of retro future, trendy. We're doing it cool. So, number 6 is correct and appropriate language. Which, like, yes, could not agree more. This is probably not the most efficient place to go through and word for word check the copy that's on our website, but rest assured I'm going to do that and agree. I agree with bullet point number 6, correct and appropriate language. So we'll keep it moving. Number 7, content, awesome and useful. This might be the most important feature in this website checklist. Content is king. Make sure you deliver high quality content. Your visitors find what they're searching for. So the interesting thing about our website is it's kind of like a landing page. This isn't necessarily as like an app development and content development company, kind of all of these things, like our website kind of isn't the one that we want people on. In theory, we have a whole bunch of short links, and that helps us track web traffic and marketing. And of course, we want people on our website. But at the end of the day, we care about you downloading these apps and using them and enjoying them, or listening to the podcast and enjoying it, or like playing the game using Reflow, watching the content. So I would say it is useful content. We have everything short linked, and basically everything that you look at on the website links back to something for the most part. And we have a lot of the Almost Funny Enough videos embedded in the site, or they take you right to the YouTube. Hey, you can subscribe super easily. I guess they are. I don't know. Hard to say whether or not they're embedded. I can't remember. I think they are. They're embedded as YouTube, though, as YouTube links, but you can preview and watch them. So I don't know. What do you call that? Awesome. You call that awesome is what you call it. Number 8, marketing is queen. She runs the show. Literally love the way you think. What's the point of writing a good piece of content if no one's getting to read it? Content is important, but the majority of your energy must go towards promoting it. As our SEO inspiration Neil Patel says, you should use the 80-20 rule, spending 20% of your time producing good content and 80% promoting it. I absolutely hate that. Hate that. What if we spend 80% of the time creating it and 20% of the time promoting it? I think that is the problem with me, I think, as someone who does our marketing. And I think it's the reason why we're live streaming. This is like kind of why this has become a thing, in part, is I think me and everyone else on the team here at Driven Catalyst agree with, like, I think we think it should be 80-20 in the other way. I don't want to speak out of turn, though, but that's crazy to me. Nothing but, I don't know Neil Patel, but I definitely understand the merit of the 80-20 rule in that way. And of course, that is how life works, right? You like spend a lot more time talking about analyzing, circulating a work than you do creating it. But I don't know, as someone who likes to create, that's a tough pill to swallow. But the point of this is check on your SEO, make sure that everything is working. They shout out influencer, email marketing, and blogging communities. So that's cool. We are doing all of those things in their own respective ways. So good to have a finger on that pulse. Double checking SEO is going to be an interesting step of this process. I don't know how big of a deal that will be for our website, just because our website is not necessarily the thing. This article is geared towards small businesses, right? Ultimately, I can't remember. I'm trying to read. The headline isn't in the tab header. Successful website. No, just any successful website. Okay. So whoa, like actually every single thought in my head just left. So we'll double check the SEO. I'm saying it's not necessarily the end all be all for us, because web traffic we don't run a business in web traffic. We run a business in app downloads and listening and buying things in our apps and stuff like that, kind of. I definitely do think like web traffic, obviously I do care about marketing, and I think web traffic and engagement on digital engagement is king too. But yeah, the thing is the thing at the end of the day, right? And our website isn't the thing. Number 9, internal links between your articles. Pretty much, yeah, that's kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about make sure that like all of our stuff links somewhere. Number 10, connect to the social media world. Yep, we have our social medias everywhere on the website. It's kind of annoying, honestly. I have it embedded. Our Instagrams are embedded. 11, provide a good user experience. Let's see what they mean by that. First, create useful content that answers questions and solves problems of your target audience. Then make it easy for a visitor to find what they're looking for. Whether the visitor landed on an article or our homepage, ideally a pleasant journey, matching colors, fonts, images, headlines, calls to action, etc. Yeah, so kind of that, what we can talk about that with is I designed us our website. I did our web redesign, and we were talking through it, and then my boss said, okay, so what does the mobile website look like? And I was like, let's see. So I clicked the mobile. And if anyone here watching has ever built a Squarespace website, you know that if you have not even looked at the mobile web builder yet, and you just click on it to see, you are not going to see what you want to see. There's reformatting everything took some time, and it took a lot of not just reformatting so that the mobile site looked good. It took overhauling everything, because holy heck, the mobile site is the thing, right? So again, it's like an app and digital content based company. Most of your interacting with our website is going to be on your phone, probably. So that is the main website. It's not a matter of converting a desktop website to a mobile site. It's a matter of making sure that your mobile site looks good on desktop. So that, I would say, is probably the best example of us making sure that we have a good user experience to provide. Number 12, optimize for all devices, in parentheses, mobile friendly. I don't know how we keep doing this. Me and Travel Before Settle are kindred spirits. Frankly, we have a lot of the same. Like, I feel like I will talk about something, and then the very next thing is the same thing. So everything has been very seamless. Love that. Number 13, navigation, header navigation bar. We talked about that. Tags and categories, related posts, and a sidebar. So, yes, we got that. Sidebar, you can't ignore it. The sidebar is a very important feature of your website and deserves attention. Why? Because it's a common space across all of your articles and pages if you want to. A good sidebar not only improves the visitor's navigation, but also invites going further into the strategy of your business. I would say our sidebar, for the most part, is like we have a header, and that's like our top toolbar, if I'm not misunderstanding. So we do have that. Build an email list. That's not really applicable. I can justify why. Most of our target audience isn't necessarily in like the email world, I feel like. Also, like, when's the last time you got an email and downloaded an app based on the email you got? Speed up your website. Speed of your website is essential. First, Google favors fast websites to rank higher in SEO. I actually don't know if I knew that. Optimizing images. So I'm going to put a pin in that. I do think there's work to be done in that regard, making sure that everything is optimized and all the image sizes are appropriate. So I'm going to look into that. Plugins are a tiny piece of software built to expand your website's capabilities, adding new features and functionality. I think we do have a few plugins. They suggest some. Elementor's Page Builder we use to build a fully customized website. Anti-spam prevents spam comments. Updraft Plus backs up your website. I have ours copied and pasted, or like just duplicated within Squarespace. As I edit, I make choices that I don't like, I can go back. cache management and website performance optimization. All right, yeah. Most of our plugins that I'm using are for web customization stuff, not necessarily optimizing the experience, but we are using plugins in some regard. Preserve your integrity. Don't copy other websites' content. If you quote someone, link to them. Once again, I am reading from an article from travelbeforesettle.com. This is their article about the 20 basic features every successful website must have. And it's honestly provided a lot of cool insight. It's been the backbone of this live stream, some might say. So I do want to preserve my integrity here. Bullet point number 18, and make sure that you know the content that I am commenting on in this live stream. Website security is a must. Some of this stuff is stuff that I get to kind of wash my hands of because my bosses are already all over it. Analytics, measurement, and strategic improvements. We're kind of not at that stage yet. We haven't launched the site yet. And then that was all 20. We've got bonus tips. Should we read them? We should. But as I read these bonus tips, we will once again, not sponsored, shout out travelbeforesettle.com. Don't be a perfectionist. Ask or listen to people's feedback. And spend money rather than time, basically, is their advice. Which I presume they mean like don't labor over something and take forever when you can just have someone who knows what they're doing do it, which is great advice, frankly. Awesome. Well, that was good. That was our quick little looking at a 27-minute time counter on the live stream. This was our website review. I am going to, I think the plan is walk through it with my boss tomorrow morning. So we will see how we did. We see, I'll report back if anything comes up in that meeting that we missed today or that I think, golly gee, I'm really glad we talked about it on live stream before going into this meeting. I'm sure that there will be both that happen. Okay. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow, and we will be doing our trend report. So I got to keep an eye out on the real world for a moment. Stop living under a rock for a second and see what trends I can report for us tomorrow.